You must not trade every day. It's not a must. The reason why people trade nicely and come out profitable, the reason why over 90% of persons that trade this market are failures, they fail, they lose money. What is the reason why some persons, a minute percentage, get it right? Over time, they get it right. Once and again, they get it right. Now, we are going to look into that in this lesson.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
So I kept a little quote for you here that the kind of trader you wish to become is one in which you have to grow and develop into. If you look at it properly, the difference between I and maybe you that is still developing is because of we don't trade the same way. We don't think in the same way. We don't act in the same way. It's not necessarily being that I can analyze the chart better than you. Of course, to some degree, that is true. But it all boils down on certain behaviors that make up my actions, how I act on this chart, how I act, how I engage, how I stay mute, how I behave. So all those qualities, those are the main reasons why you see a profitable trader the way he or she is. So the kind of trader you are is because of so many persons are used to certain things. You jump in too quick, you exit too early, all those things. So it's the kind of trader. So in order for you to move from point A to point B, you have to change. Now that's what's difficult for some persons. You have to change. You have to change. You have to move from point A to point B by changing some behavior, some actions you have been taking. If you used to do this before, now you change to stop doing that and you start doing the right thing. So we're going to lay what's the secret to consistent profitability here for you. Just know that you want to be a $1 million trader. You want to be $1 billion trader, like some of you. Those dreams and those expectations will be unrealistic if you don't grow and develop and fine-tune what you are doing currently to what is required to be consistent and consistently profitable in this market. So the difference between trader A, once again, and trader B is because of they act differently. They act differently. They act differently. So you want to get to start doing the things that consistently profitable trader do and stop doing the things that people who are not consistent they do. So let's get right in. It is commonly known that over 90% of persons who trade the foreign exchange market lose money. So we all know that fact, right? From basic, we know that. This failure is largely because of how these 90% they are conditioned to operate. Now, like I said, that the 90% of traders who fail in this market, they are conditioned to trade and operate in a certain way. And all these are similar. They are all similar. All of them, they are similar. You will see trader A and trader B, they don't know each other, but they both lose in the market. But when you see them engage, when you see them trade, you see that they do some things wrong. They do similar things wrong. Trader A can be jumping into trades too quick. It can be exiting too early because of fear. Even trader B too, he might be risking it all, gambling it all into the market. So they act similarly. They act similarly. They are conditioned to operate in a similar way. So how do we go out of this web? So the secret to consistent profitability, as I've laid here, is operating strictly according to a tested and proven system, which is bound to be profitable. That's the secret to consistent profitability. You operate strictly. That means you have to have discipline to act according to a tested and proven system, which is bound to be profitable. Now, you need to have in mind that you need to have, first of all, have a tested and proven system. Then you need to stick to it. So this system, this is your edge. This is your edge. You have so many things that form this system, and it's mathematically proven that this system is bound to make you money. That's why you hear some persons, even like I do, say that no matter how many losses I take, I weather, I will come out profitable in the market. I am very certain about that. I will come out profitable in the long run. This is because of I am trading according to a tested and proven system, and that is my backbone. That's what I am depending on. So this is your edge. You want to stick to it. First of all, like I said, you need to have a tested and proven system. Then you need to stick to it. So even if you are busy with life and everything, you know that this is your system. You are not you're not here, you're not there, you are being decisive on what you want to do. You trade according to a plan, a system. So trading according to a tested and proven system strictly is secret to consistent profitability in the foreign exchange market. It is important to know that the word consistent profitability in this context refers to a profitable trader who is consistently following his or her system. Now, consistent consistent profitability has been misunderstood. Some persons see it as if you say you're a consistently profitable trader, then every day you're coming out with profits. No. Or every week you're coming out with profits. No. That's not consistent profitability. You might be consistently profitable, but you don't even know that yet. Now, what we want in this market, in order for us to measure our success, is growth. And growth should not be tied to the amount of money you are making. Oh, I made $10 last month, and this month I made $5, so I'm a failure. No. So I am going down. No. The market has different conditions, different cycles. It changes, and there are different things that affect your life, which we'll get to know in subsequent lessons. We learn about psychology, we learn about money management, we learn about your journaling, we learn about so many things that all this like creates a summary of what you are meant to use to be constantly profitable in this market, which is lining up with your tested and proven system. So consistently profitable does not mean that you are making massive gains every day, every week, or every month. It's inclining, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. As I'm getting better, I'm making more money. Sometimes you can sit like that, but it's not always like that. Just like I said, that the market has different conditions, it changes from time to time, but you are a profitable trader. You are a profitable trader. What is profit? You have made some amount of inclinations from your capital. That's profit. Your capital has grown. So you now have closed profit, no longer floating profit. You have closed profit. That's profit. That's profit. And if you are consistently following your system, you are consistently profitable. If you are constantly following your system, the system in which you trade, which consists of so many things, just like we'll learn in this lesson subsequently, if you are constantly following your system and you are a profitable trader, you have profits in your account. Maybe some can be every day, some can be every week, some can be every month, just like it depends on you, but you are consistently profitable. If you are profitable and you follow your system consistently. So it's like a compound word, consistent profitability. A profitable trader will consistently following his or her system. And profitability might vary in a trader's account over a period of time due to market condition and the skill set of a trader. Like I've said, so some traders might have, you might do 100% increase in your account in the first month. In January, maybe you did 100%. In February, maybe you did 60%. In March, you can do 200%. It might vary. It's not consistent. It's not stagnant. The amount of money you're meant to pull out from the market at the end of each month, at the end of each week, at the end of each day, as the case may be, it's not stagnant. So it changes, but you are profitable. That's the most important thing. You are profitable and you are consistently following your plan. So you're a consistently profitable trader. And this is what sets out that caveat of fear in you, because you're not afraid what will happen next. You're not afraid if you lose it all in the market. You're not afraid. You are consistently following your plan. So that's consistent profitability. So you want to change this mentality. You want to remember, I said that the kind of trader you wish to become is one in which you have to grow and develop into. So starting from now, you have to stop doing the things which you have been doing and start doing the things which makes of consistent, profitable traders. Now, what you are meant to be bothered about is how to get a tested and proven system. And we'll give that to you here in subsequent lessons. So once you have that, you're going to stick to it. You're going to stick to it every day. You stick to it, and we'll show you how to stick to it. So we are giving you everything here. So just like I've said, that knowing that the distribution of wins and losses in a trader's account is absolutely random, and sometimes what might supposed to be high probability may fall short of the trader's expectation and go sour. This happens to everyone, even professional traders, even me too, IOC. It happens to me. It happens to me. It happens to me. There are some trades you will look at and say that, oh, this is what I call an A setup. It's high probability. It's highly probable, but it might fall short. It might hit your stop loss. That does not mean that you're a bad trader. You just mean that you saw something wrong. Just like I always say, the market is consistently delivering from premium to discount, running from liquidity to liquidity, filling up an imbalance and all that. But we might look at the wrong thing at some certain time. So the fault is from us. Understand? The fault is from us. The market's condition, in order for it to print price action, is consistent. It moves up and down, premium discount, goes for liquidity, goes to fill up an imbalance, goes to support and resistances. All those things we learned in our intermediate course. So you know that. So you might be looking at the wrong thing. You might be looking at it going to fill up an imbalance and it's going for liquidity. It hits your stop loss if you place the stop loss above a high or below a low. So it might hit your stop loss. That does not mean that you are bad. Understand? It might be a high probability setup for you, but it might fall short of your expectation. And the distribution of wins and losses, it's random. It's random. It's not consistent. That's something that is not consistent. Once again, you might place 10 trades and the first 3 trades might be winners. You won. The next 5 trades might be losers. You will lose. Then the remaining ones might also be winners. But if you are trading according to a tested and proven system, which accounts for profitability at the end of each trading interface, you will come out profitable. And if you consistently follow your edge, if you consistently follow your system, you are a consistently profitable trader. So seeing this, the next one, if a trader wants to be profitable, he or she must be stable and defined. If profitability is an objective, otherwise the random distribution of wins and losses will take a toll on the trades placed and eventually place the trader on the loser's end, saying the trader is also engaging randomly. Now, look at something very, very important here. We want to bank on what is highly probable in this market. Just know that for you to be profitable, whether in business, in Forex, in life, anything, you need to bank on something that you are sure of. Something you are sure of. Now, just like we said, that the market is consistently delivering according to some certain conditions, premium discounts, liquidity, imbalance, like we learned in our intermediate course. So that is consistent. You have that now under your belt. But the distribution of your wins and losses, they are not consistent. They are random. So if you keep risking it all, if you keep placing large trades, large lots, risking big lots and this thing, you don't know when that randomness will affect the distribution of your trades. You might risk it all when you have a loser, when that trade will be a loser and it goes off and the whole account is blown. But if you stick to your system, knowing that the distribution of wins and losses in your trading, your portfolio, if the distribution of wins and losses in your portfolio is random and you stick to that, you are consistent. There is a randomness of distribution of wins and losses. You will come out profitable as long as you're trading according to a system, tested and proven one. But if you are random, you risk, you follow your steps. Sometimes you don't follow, you risk big. Sometimes you now come, you now become conservative when you see that, oh, it's going my way. If you are not consistent and the distribution of wins and losses, they're not consistent, the both of you will come out net. You will lose in the market. You will blow up the account. So one must be consistent, and that should be you, because you are not sure of how the wins and losses will come out in your portfolio. So if that one is random, you need to be consistent and you need to be stable and defined in following that system, that plan. So this is the secret of consistent profitability in this market. It's not that you can analyze the chart very well, and yes, you have to have a good knowledge of your model, of what you are trading with. We'll also go into that in subsequent lessons. But for you to be consistently profitable, this is it. This is it. Some of us know some things here. We have learned about some things. If you have gone through the intermediate class by now, very well, going through all the Zoom lessons, going through the courses and everything, the video lessons, going through the screenshots I've been posting and everything, you are going to know that by now you can be able to say, I think this market will go like this. I think it will go like this. And you can be able to go and backtest and see how it plays out. You can do some homework and go back and see how everything played out to your expectation. So by now you should be able to say that the market will go like this and go like it will come up, it will come down. So you already have a view of what to trade with. You have your model. We have talked about so many things that make up for the confluences that we look out for a particular trade idea. So you already have a model to trade with. You already have a model. The problem with you is that you don't know how to frame all this in order for you to be consistently profitable. You don't know how for you to frame all this in order for you to give you a system to work with that you will not deviate from. So that is the problem. It's not about that I need to know how to get the market at its peak before it goes up. I need to be buying before it comes down. I need to be selling. I have done that thing. I have done that. I have done that. And believe me, it's fruitless and it's effortless, because you will notice that you are not perfect. No one can be perfect in this market. Sometimes you will get your stop loss hits. Sometimes you will get taken out unexpectedly. Sometimes you will make a mistake. So all those things, you cannot be perfect in this market. I was struggling to be perfect in this market. I was struggling to come out. If I place 100 trades, I want the 100 to be winners. No, 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 no. It cannot happen like that. So you need to be stable and defined in following your edge, following your tested and proven system. And you need to have profit in your account. First of all, you need to be profitable. How do you become profitable? If you know your model, you are trading according to plan, using proper money management, of which we'll talk about in subsequent lessons. If you are trading with all those things, oh, I will reach so and so when the market gets to this level. If I see this happen, I will take this. That's now forming a trade plan, which we'll also talk in subsequent lessons. So let's go on to the next slide. Having known all this, you can see that profitability is a product of the kind of trader you become, and all this is seen by how well you know the model and models you trade with. This is done by detailed study of the model coupled with series of backtesting. Now, just like I've said, that you need to know your model. You cannot just come here and think that, oh, I feel it will go like this. Why do you feel like that? You don't know. So you need to know the model and all the models you can trade with. Some persons, they cannot take trades when it's in consolidation. You cannot take trades. You don't understand what to do when market is in consolidation, how to engage in a consolidation market. So don't do that. If you understand premium to discount, discount to premium, going for liquidity, trade that. If you understand, I know when, if it comes to my fib, I will look at these levels, 62% retracement, 79 and 70.5 and all the rest. If you can stick to that, stick to that. If you can see that, oh, if dollar is doing this and I see this, it's a smart money technique, this and this come together, I will take my trade. If you understand that, if you know that model, stick to it. So stick only to what you know under your fingertips, at your fingertips. So you want to stick to that. You want to stick to what you are conversant with. You don't want, when the market is in tune and is in motion, you want to start going back to your notes and start checking some things. No, it should be in you. And how do you do this? You must have a detailed study of your model coupled with series of backtesting. It is by backtesting that we get to know how our model, intricacies of the model, we get to know detailed points. We get to know how everything lines up. So the reason why some persons will say, oh, I know this market to the back and front, I can boast and can say that, it's because of they have gone and they have backtested. So many persons don't want to do the work, but you want to have all the money. It cannot work in this. It cannot work. It cannot work. It cannot work. We have tried to make this concept easy for you to understand. We have tried to lead you by the hand. We have tried to take you there, but you have to join us. You have to follow us. You have to take that step. You have to, if we say do this, you have to do that, because it's in doing it that gives you what you want to see. You cannot get a product without going through the process. So you have to know the model and all models you trade with. So how patient you are to wait for your setup edge to come to fruition. So what kind of trader you need to be? We are saying the kind of trader you need to be. You need to be patient to wait for your setup to come to fruition. If you don't see your setup or your edge, if you don't see what you know that your model come to fruition, do not engage. I've told you in your intermediate class that there are 3 orders in this market. You can buy, you can sell, or you can fold your hands. You don't do anything. And so many persons don't know how to place the last order, which is don't do anything. If you don't see anything you are waiting for, don't come in. You must not trade every day. It's not a must. Every time you put your money at risk in this market, there is likelihood that it might get taken away from you. Although you can get it back, just like we said, if you trade according to a tested and proven system. But you don't want to be random. Again, you don't want to be random. You want to be definite. You want to be stable and constantly following your plan. So you don't want to be getting in when you don't know what is happening. I myself currently now I'm looking at a pair which is Euro USD now, and I expect something to happen. But as it is now currently, it has not yet come to fruition. it has not yet come to fruition. So I have to wait for the next session, which is New York session. So I don't just say, oh, I am IOC, I know market direction, I am the market maker, I will enter. No. Or I know that it will retrace to where I'm going to. No, I will wait. That's something that I cannot yet impart in you. You have to constantly ingrain this virtue in you. You have to discipline yourself to follow all these things. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient. So do you get in only when you see your edge, or do you gamble? Once again, like I've said, if you get in when you have not seen your edge come to fruition, you are gambling. You are gambling this market. You are gambling. You are gambling. So you want to get in only when you see your edge being respected by price. How disciplined you are in following your money management rules and or plan. So you need to be disciplined in following your money management rules and a plan. And we'll set up a money management rule for you in subsequent lessons. How disciplined you are in following and sticking to your trade plan. So we'll also talk about trade plan and further in this course. So have that on your belt. How detailed you are in taking note of the daily delivery of prior journaling. Also, journaling is also one of the lessons you learn. How well you can change positively, hence breaking bad trading habits. How well can you change? How quick can you change? Some persons take 2 years to change. Well, it will take you 2 years to get profitable in this market. Some persons take 1 month to change. Yes, it will take you 1 month in order for you to be constantly profitable. Some persons will take a day to change from what they have been doing and back to what we are telling them. It will take you just a day for it to be constantly profitable. That's it. So the next lesson here we have is proper money management, the key to the kingdom.
Good
Hi
everyone.
guys, my name is Hope.
As you can learn the Forex Academy.
Good everybody. My name
Hello
is
viewers,
guys.
my name is
This is
Wow, the journey here has been so awesome.